Well. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting installment of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. It is your boy, the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood, joined by the man, the myth, the legend himself, the mixologist of professional wrestling, Mr. Chemical Julian. And Julian, can I just say,
Say it.
tonight, we saw some fucking professional wrestling.
Man, I had to go change my shirt because I was sweating from all the heat.
Whew, man,
you want to talk about spitting the hot fire?
Man, it was so much fire. I thought we were in hell. Whew, it was on fire, bro. Man, look. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start off by saying this. The WWE, when they start their show, they put a promo out there, and the promo was so fucking lame that you've fallen asleep halfway through it. Well, I will tell you this. The dream promo war started tonight. CM Punk, the voice of the voiceless, versus the mouth, the man who doesn't know how to shut the fuck up because he's better than you and you know it, MJF. And it was so funny because CM Punk interrupted MJF and he walked out
last week
and he just looked at him. And he
MJF
turned and he walked away laughing.
No, MJF decided to introduce himself, and he stuck his hand out, and he said, "Maxwell." And that was
so smug, though.
Move.
Like, I looked at you when we were doing this. I looked at you, and I said, "What the fuck just happened?" It was awesome, man. It was awesome. Look,
and so what did we get? With all the shooting that was going on in the ring, I'm really surprised nobody needed a flak jacket.
Oh my God! Somebody called the police because it was a crime tonight. I'll tell you, from the Triple H dropping the Triple H to the "you can't see me." Oh my God! When he said, "Oh, you lost your hustle, your loyalty, and your respect," I fucking dropped my phone. I was like, "Okay, it's on. It's about to be a fight." And then the line that got me though was when he said, "You might just have to wait for Tony to have a daughter, so you can marry her."
Man, it was.
Oh man.
So it all started when CM Punk told him, "You're nothing but a less famous Miz." After that, it was on and cracking.
And he didn't even make reference. Digging. The thing is, ladies and gentlemen, he didn't make reference to the Miz. Like
he said, "You are a
that guy." He straight up said, "You are a less version of the Miz." Oh my God! It was on fire. The guns were blazing. That's the way you start a fucking wrestling show. I posted that as soon as Twitter started. As soon as it started on Twitter, I said, "This is wrestling."
Made a reference to CM Punk's failed MMA career. Actually, it really all started when MJF said, "You're the most meth-looking straight-head guy.
You're the most straight-head meth-looking." I was like, "Wow, wow."
And then it went on to "You lost your hustle, loyalty, and respect. I can see you." The Triple H reference.
Oh, I mean, there was a few Triple H references. He was like,
"So
you were second best, even second best to the King of Kings." And I was like, "Oh, fire!"
The only dig left undug was a reference to the Colt Cabana court case.
Okay, so that right there, when you said that, I was like, "Too soon, bro. Too soon." Like, too soon. Don't do it.
On the same card in Chicago. This would have been the place to do it.
He would have got lynched in Chicago for some shit like that. And I know, black man on the podcast, I shouldn't be talking about being lynched, but yeah, they just strung his ass up. And next week, AEW Dynamite is in Rhode Island, the home state of Maxwell Jacob Freeman. The fact that he said the lowest of low backwater ass Midwestern states Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, MJF, that dude, look, that dude got more heat than that one Blanchard person we were talking about.
And then the smugness on his face when he took off his jacket, took off his scarf, put his watch in his pocket, and
Dipped
rolled
out.
out the ring.
Dipped out. Ladies and gentlemen, look, even Cheryl has to say it right here. Cheryl has his right here. As much as I dislike MJF, he's fucking awesome on the mic. That dude, he is a young CM Punk. He is a young fucking CM Punk right there. And look, he really did hate Triple H. The best part about the whole thing was all the references they were making back and forth. It was all like off the cuff.
Yeah.
They just kept going and going and going. And the cool thing about this promo is that it wasn't slow. It wasn't like
It was not.
It wasn't like one of those promos where you're like, oh God, please, can we just get to the fucking match? Like literally, you'll watch a WWE show and you'll wait like 30 minutes before the promo is over. This started out with a promo that led into the match that was there, and the heat just kept coming, and just kept
Ladies and gentlemen, what this was like two drunk, angry spouses spewing at each other any and all petty hatred they have had lingering in their hearts for quite some time that was coming out at the behest of alcohol, except they're not married and they're not drunk.
And me call MJF like a fan. And on Twitter a couple of days ago, I saw a picture of CM Punk, a young CM Punk with an even younger MJF.
Correct.
Getting an autograph. Funny as shit. It was so great. Man, this is how you start a wrestling show off. Like after the sorry ass Survivor Series we had on Sunday, we're talking like -0.
End.
Like that was 3 hours of my life I couldn't get back on Monday. It was horrible. Yeah, hey, Petrov, hey, real shit, real as in draws. And it was so real, so gritty. I was like, man, this is almost, I mean, like seriously, this was the shit.
This was Attitude Era 2.0 that everybody wishes and hoped for.
Don't ever say 2.0. This is AEW. This is NXT 2.0. Don't do that. Don't do
2.0s.
No. Don't do that. It's horrible. Like don't make me Bray Wyatt this show.
The Attitude Era.
Yeah. Speaking of here, ladies and gentlemen, before we get too far into the show, let me go ahead and drop this shameless plug right here because it's almost time, ladies and gentlemen. It is almost time.
Is it time to go stuff yourself?
Well, Thanksgiving is right around the corner.
Like
tomorrow. But Saturday, when you are done, with all the Thanksgiving rigmarole and all the other shit, you know what you can do? You can tune in and you can go to BCW Worldwide Presents Go Stuff Yourself live on pay-per-view Saturday, November 27th, live at the Holocene, 1001 Southeast Morrison. Doors open at 3:30. Bell time is at 4. Tickets are on sale right now. They're almost sold out. So you better hurry your ass on down and get your tickets at eventbrite.com/BCW Worldwide Presents Go Stuff Yourself. If you're, you have to be 21 over to get in. You have to have a current vaccination card and or current negative test, not positive, negative test. Speaking of negative tests, I had to get a negative test today because I found out I came in contact with someone that got COVID. And I was like, what in the actual fuck?
Damn it.
Thank God for a test. And I'm vaccinated too, so thank God for that. But 21 over, the show is all alcohol, it's going to be an adult. It's going to be an adult only show. But if you are at home and you're under the age of 21, you want to watch this show, it's real simple. All you got to do is head over to the email, type in these words, bcwbooker@gmail.com. That is bcwbooker@gmail.com. You can get that link to watch it live on pay-per-view. But what I wanted to do was this. Some of these guys at BCW, man, they're top tier, top notch. They have some of the most amazing promo work. And here's one of them. Lost your way. You're a shell of your
former self. He's right, you know.
You're right.
He's wrong. You're a loser. A loser.
What's wrong, Tommy?
Remember who you are. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Let him help you. Join him.
He was right.
Remember who you are. You're a shell of your former self. Join him. Join him.
You. What do you mean he's not? Who are you kidding? He's totally right. He's totally right.
Lost his way.
He's right.
He's a shell of his former self.
No. No. No.
You've lost your way.
He wasn't right at all. Rat King! November 27th. I'm going to show you just how wrong you were.
What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? This is going to be off the fucking hook. And you know what's really crazy about this, Julian?
What's so crazy about this?
This show has had more of a build-up than Survivor Series did. Yeah, we're still shooting about that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you are down with the game, if you're down with BCW Worldwide, if you're down with checking this shows out, whew, man, oh man, oh man. Look, you can go ahead and go to www.slamchats.com to support your boys and girls here at bodyslam.net. That is www.slamchats.com. Hook your boys up. And before we get into the action, let me do this real quick. Shout out to my little sister. Happy birthday to my little sister, Faith. She old as fuck, but you know, it is what it is. Happy birthday, Faith. Okay, enough shit. Enough of my shameless plugs.
Look at that.
Let's get
franchise player's got a little franchise sister.
Man. Oh, well, I don't know. She in California. She might come looking for you. Yeah. Don't. Yeah, man.
You might have to book her for a run-in just because.
Man. Anyway,
not about Lashley's around.
Oh my God, no kids, dude. You know what really sucks? You were gone on Monday night.
I was gone on Monday night.
You missed Bobby Lashley's. You missed Bobby Lashley's.
I caught the end of it. I sure did. And I was clapping the whole time.
What can we call that? Let's call it Bobby Lashley's parent-teacher conference.
Hey man, look, MVP told Ray, "You're a great wrestler, but you're a bad father letting your son come in this ring get abused like this."
How about you? How about you go ahead and shoot Angie's phone number? Oh,
he did the old Clubber Lang, man.
I was pissing my pants when he said that. I was like, that is wrong. That was the best part of that shit show. I'll tell you right there.
Hey man, anyway. So what I did miss was the whole thing about the egg, and then I read about it, and remember the many conversations we've had about long form storytelling.
Yeah.
That story was like 12 hours old, if that.
That was the longest story they've ever had. Oh man, well let's talk about stories. Let's talk about stories. CM Punk and fucking QT Marshall. I don't know how this all started last week, but QT Marshall came down there and like he didn't even get an intro. Like after when they came back from commercial break, he was in the ring and they had a phenomenal match.
He was there, ready to go.
CM Punk told a story. He told a story with several body slams.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's several body slams.
And he was like, "Hey, you want another one?" And then
yeah, he was like, "Yeah, you want one? You want one?" That's right. She loves her big brother. That's right. Holla at your boy. Yeah, just several body slams, and Shane even had the audacity to say that he must have came back from his bowling league. That's what he was.
And he sold the hell out of that last body slam too,
dude. He
got slammed on a sack of bricks.
Yeah, that was a Dolph Ziggler slam, sell right there. I'm sorry, but the match was actually pretty freaking good. If I had to give this match a rating, I literally will give this match a 8.5
out of 10.
Out of 10. Now, out of 100.
Okay.
Out of 10. I saw CM Punk. I saw glimmers of old school CM Punk in this.
So it was really funny coming off that promo. And the promo just hyped up me wanting to see him fight MJF. I was kind of like, after that, it didn't really matter to me who he threw out there against him. It was just, a follow-up to it. So I give it a 7. I mean, the match was decent, but, you really could have put anybody in that match against him tonight after he got done talking to MJF, because that's what you want to see.
Honestly, that did it. That did it. That right there sold me. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you sell a match. This is how you sell a match. You build the anticipation.
Oh, yeah.
You build a story. You don't put the match on Twitter. You don't put the whole card on Twitter and expect everybody to be on Twitter looking at the card like, oh, shit, that's going to be off the chain. No. You build the anticipation.
So here's the thing about this match. So you got two guys running their mouths. And as we all know, there comes a time when you got to either put up or shut up. And so for all the shit that MGF was talking, people want to see the heel in this contest, who's supposed to be MJF, go to sleep, get a foot put in his ass for running his mouth and for talking all that trash.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. The heel, you do as a fan, you watch wrestling for the simple fact that you want to see the heel get his ass whooped. So when he doesn't get his ass whooped, you come back the next week to see it.
And the thing is, and this is what CM Punk does best, and it's whether he's on the receiving end or the giving end of the trash talking. Because I will tell you, in his match at WrestleMania leading up to fighting the Undertaker, good back and forth. He was trash talking the Undertaker, and so you're looking forward to him, being the 1 in 20-1.
Yeah.
Then unfortunately, Paul Bearer died, and I'll never forget this. I was watching Monday Night Raw, and I was like, "Oh man, Paul Bearer's dead. I wonder how they're gonna, what they're gonna do about this. If they'll just ignore it, or just, just give him his due respect, whatever."
It was horrible what they did with the ashes, bro.
CM Punk is out there tossing around the urn like a football, and then takes the lid and puppet mouths it like, "Oh, my Undertaker." And I said, I am now watching Mania to see the Undertaker put the boots to this motherfucker.
Exactly.
Punk was one of my favorite wrestlers at that time, but still, I knew that train coming down the tracks was his ass whipping. And he was tied to the tracks and he was going to get run over. And I was going to watch it. I was going to watch it happen. And that's
Punk
what
versus
this
MJF.
is.
And yes, I want to see MJF humiliated by Punk.
For all the digs that MJF took at CM Punk tonight, reached in his back pocket, probably had a few saved up, and he dug in deep, that ass whipping's coming.
Man, and it was, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, to show you how deep it was, how deep. I mean, like fucking A, how deep it was. It was like, how can I say this? How can I say this to where it makes sense to people who don't watch wrestling? Imagine someone that you really don't fucking like someone you just can't stand, like the sight of this person just makes your insides just bubble up with anger, right? Like you're just so furious. Imagine that person standing across from you talking so much shit that all you want to do is rip their heart out like Kano in fucking Mortal Kombat. That's what I saw right there. And you can see it in Punk's face. The more he dug at him with the WWE shit, the more he dug at him. Like, and I'll tell you, AEW, someone always says, someone I know, they always say, why is AEW always poking the bear? Dude, that's how you fucking get noticed. Max Caster. I'm a fucking Max Caster mark right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I said I'm a fucking mark for Max Caster. That dude coming to the, like his wrestling, whatever. But him coming to the ring with his raps, so fucking funny. Last week, Anthony Bowens wrestled CM Punk. And he came to the ring and he was talking about how he wrestled Brian Danielson, I'm sorry. And he came to the ring talking about Brian Danielson growing fucking eggplants or wherever in his yard, blah, 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 talking about his wife, blah, blah, blah. And then he straight up said, he said, I got more something than your father-in-law. And I was like, wow, he just talked about Johnny Laurinaitis the week that everybody got fired.
Yeah.
Like that's that fucking that
Blanchard
girl heat.
I ruined more careers than your father, or ended more careers than your father-in-law.
There it is. Yeah. I was like, wow. Like I had to put that in the tweet in our podcaster group. I had to put that in the group. Like, did y'all see this shit? Max Caster, the man. CM Punk, MJF. We've been dying. The moment CM Punk came into AEW, all I kept saying was, I can't wait for the promo battle between these two dudes.
Yep.
You thought CM Punk and Eddie Kingston was good. Oh, you haven't seen shit yet, ladies and gentlemen. Keep tuning in to watch this. It's going to be the feud of the year. Watch. Man, so much to talk about. It's so exciting. Like I don't get so excited for wrestling like on Mondays. Wednesdays, I can't wait.
Well, I got something exciting for you.
Whoa, hold on. It ain't 9:00 yet. We can't go Roundtable after dark yet.
Not that part.
Oh,
okay. It was the next segment.
In
the next segment, we had Christian Cage and Jurassic Express talking about how they're going to win the AEW tag team titles.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, what do they call themselves? The Jurassic Express. They're the good guys. But Christian Cage, I got a feeling Christian Cage is trying to turn a heel. And he's going to take either Jungle Boy or Luchasaurus with him.
Man, hey, look. Right now, your current AEW tag team champions are Lucha Bros. And I think Christian Cage may have overpromised and is about to underdeliver on
you don't like Luchasaurus. Let's just call it what it is. You don't like Luchasaurus.
I like Luchasaurus now more than I did before.
Because he can't.
And I think he put on a great match against against what do they call them? The Super Elite.
Super Elite.
Yeah. And that was a great match. But I don't think the Lucha Bros are going to have a match that goes quite in that direction. And definitely Jungle Boy's he's going to be like a bug in a windshield of a moving truck.
Okay. So here's what I see. This is just me. Just me. This little dude right here. This guy right here. It's just me. I think the way he's been working with Jungle Boy, I'm sorry, Jungle Man now. That's what
no.
That's what
can't be Jungle Man.
Hey. Look, I ain't the one calling him that. I'm just saying what
Jungle Man, he's got to start doing commercials for Manscaped.
Listen, Adam Cole, the dude ain't got no hair in his chest, man. Okay, look, Adam Cole calls him Jungle Man now because he used it, and Matt Jackson did too. They said, "Oh, you think you're cool because now you're Jungle Man, Jungle Boy." Like, okay, I get it. He whacked your ass in the head with a chair. He became a man. He grew a little facial hair. He became a man. Whatever. But the point of the matter is, Christian Cage promised. He said these words: "I'm going to make sure they win the tag team titles." That sounds like some heel shit.
Hey, 1 concerto, 2 concerto, 3 concerto, 4.
That's 1 concerto, 2
You know,
concerto,
a
3
pair of brass
concerto,
nuts can't be far
floor.
behind.
He's evolving into Jungle Man. Sugar Shane right here. Sugar Shane, ladies and gentlemen, he is our moderator. So don't be talking shit in the chat because he will bounce you like a bad check. Just saying.
You don't know what a Luchasaurus is hiding inside that mask.
A dirty beard, that's for damn sure. So let's go on to the next match. Let's talk about the next match on the card.
No, wait, are you skipping over Eddie Kingston?
Okay.
The evolution of Eddie?
Let me put it to you this way, ladies and gentlemen. I loved everything about this show except this segment. And it wasn't because of Eddie
Why
Kingston.
is that? He was just trying to have some cake.
Look. The whole, you got a square head, man. You got a square head. Look at you. You got a square head. The dude's chewing gum constantly. And he's like, what you talking about over here? What you talking about over here? You know, he's like a dumbass Tony D'Angelo. You know? It's like the 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia, fucking phenomenal. Even 2.0, formerly known as Everrise, they're decent. Just keep the square head dude from fucking talking.
If you had a choice between him and Shelton Benjamin's mama,
I would rather have Shelton Benjamin's mama fucking talking about Popeye's chicken, whatever the fuck she was talking about, KFC, whatever it was. I'd rather have her because Destiny, don't ever say that name in this podcast. If you say it 3 times, she'll pop up like a fungus. Talking about that SG guy. Anyway, I just think that the 2.0 guys, as funny as they are on BT, being the elite for you people who don't know what BT is, for as funny as they are on that show,
okay,
they just don't. They
you
don't do
keep
it for me.
saying BET.
BTE, not BET.
I was like,
BTE, being the elite.
What are they doing on BET? They between Martin reruns? What?
The elite. Those guys.
Yes.
So, I don't know, man. I don't know. The dude with the square head just doesn't do it for me. Like okay. You know how MJF has one of those punchable faces.
He has a punchable head.
This guy is just
whack-a-mole head.
I mean, Eddie Kingston kept calling him a squarehead SpongeBob SquarePants. Like I could think. Look, you want to insult somebody? All you gotta do is say this to them. Hey, you know what? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. There you go. Insult right there. Nobody wants to go to a fucking TED Talk. Or I hope you get a yeast infection in your mouth. Boom. Done. Did you say that to somebody? They're gonna be like,
oh.
Right out the gate. Trust me. I do it to people all the time. Yeah. Or tell them, go home and get yourself some ass clamps. Simple as that. Assclamps.com. See, there you go. Insult right there. Just make you just totally just stop looking at it. Yeast infection in your mouth is gross.
Yeah, yeast infection in your mouth is really gross.
Oh, I mean, you know, it's called thrush, but for a grown man to say it to another man, wow, that's like calling him a bitch. Yeah. Anyway, so
I've got a theory.
Eddie Kingston was just trying to eat his cake. All he wanted was his cake.
He just wanted his cake.
And they're making this thing about people interrupting you during interviews now.
Correct.
Eddie Kingston interrupted CM Punk. CM Punk interrupted MJF. And these guys interrupted CM Punk. I mean, interrupted Kingston.
Undisputed Era.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
He's like, you can't do this anymore. But they have a match next week. Apparently.
Yeah.
So the UE, as they call themselves, damn it, Destiny. Look, if you do this one more time, this guy right here is like the Candyman. Say his name 3 times, he pops up like a fungus, like a fungi. So what I'm going to do, since Destiny is being a smarty pants, I'm going to, Shane, if you see that name pop up again, give her the boot. Give her the cake.
Give the Doc Martens.
Give her the Sparta. Anyway, so let's go to the second match on the card, the one that was actually good.
Hey, man, look, I got a theory.
Uh-oh.
Let's look at Bear Country. All right. If you take Bear Country and you take the big dude and the little dude, and you have those little Russian dolls that stack, wouldn't Otis fit right in the middle? He's like the missing Bear Country brother.
Bear Otis.
I mean,
was it Bear Bronson? Bear
like,
Bronson? Bear what?
I was like, he's the missing bear brother, the missing or whatever they call themselves.
The three little bears.
3 little bears.
Goldilocks. All I need is Goldilocks. I had the 3 bears already. Oh man.
What was that from the Bugs Bunny cartoon? With the big baby bear, and he's like, "Oh, somebody ate my oatmeal."
Oh, yeah.
Little daddy bear was really angry. Yeah, Otis be like right there in the middle.
Oh man. Just Otis.
So
anyway,
you had the Gun Club fight Club Otis, and the Gun Club wins. And when I say that they won, I mean, like, I turned my back and I turned around and they had won.
They came out very vicious. I mean, they threw Bear Bronson into head first into the guardrail. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, there was a lot of head first into the guardrail. I'm going to tell you, it was fucking crazy. But they threw him head first. He cannonballed into the barricade twice. I don't know, man. CTE, for real. Yeah. But it was a quick match. But the best part of the match happened at the end.
It's Sting!
So, in case you guys didn't know, they attacked Sting and Darby Allin last week. And Sting, I don't know why they got them in a feud with the Gun Club, because no one really gives a shit about the Gun Club. But Sting comes down.
Well, a little bit of history here. So at the WrestleMania Levi Stadium where Sting wrestled Triple H, DX came out, and Billy Gunn was part of DX at the time, and NWO had to come out and save him. So maybe he's still kind of mad because Billy Gunn attacked him at Levi Stadium, and he still had to do the job.
Yeah. Okay, I can get that. But okay,
long-term storytelling.
Yeah, that long-term storytelling. That's what you get. Exactly what you get with AEW. You get real deal, and that was from like 2015, 16?
2016.
Okay, so that's some real long-term storytelling, ladies and gentlemen. That's a long fucking time ago. So the match was pretty phenomenal. So Sting comes down, right? Comes out to the ring, and keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about great storylines. So Sting comes out to the ring, and the youngest of the Guns charges up the ramp, and I swear to God, out of nowhere, like that guy from Raw that fucking sacked Seth Rollins on Monday. This guy came out of nowhere. Darby Allin flew out there and hit this kid so hard.
Dude, I didn't know if he did like the old Rey Mysterio shooting out the ramp, or if he was sliding in on a skateboard.
I was like,
this
booyaka.
Dude came out of nowhere.
He hit him so hard, ladies and gentlemen. He hit him so hard, I got a concussion. I was like, God damn. He hit him like a Green Bay Packer lineman hitting him. Oh my God, it was horrible. And then they rushed to the ring, and the Guns, of course, dipped out, rolled away, and ran up the ramp. So you can obviously tell this is going to be a storyline that's going to get drug out for a while. But Sting looked good. Darby came down looking like Danhausen. I mean,
he was just standing there. I mean, how bad can you look?
I mean, shout out to Danhausen. Get better, get well, get evil.
No swearing.
No swearing. Anyway, so that was that. And then you go to Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson versus Colt Cabana.
Hold
Keep in
on.
mind, ladies and gentlemen, Colt Cabana is a Chicago native, and we were in Chicago for AEW Dynamite.
Yes.
Colt came out with the Dark Order. Colt came out to a huge hometown pop. And what I mean by pop, for those who are just now watching the show that aren't wrestling fans, that means the cheers. That means the biggest adulation that you can get.
Huzzah!
Yeah. What he
Fan
said.
recognition
Yeah. What
in a
he
positive
said.
way
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy.
versus them chanting needle dick or something like that.
Okay. CM Punk with the I'm gonna go ahead and punch you in your needle dick. That was, I was like, Twitter trending right now, needle dick.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I've been saying this since he came to AEW. Bryan Danielson is not a face. He's not a heel.
What?
He is just there to beat people up.
He's just a grizzled old veteran?
No, those guys are getting jobbed out in WWE.
No, grizzled old man.
He's just
an angry
he's
vegan.
younger than me. What the hell are you saying? God damn it, Julian, he's probably your age.
He's an angry veteran.
Okay, so he's not. I mean, he's just the handcuffs are off. But what he did tonight, I said he proved a point. The American Dragon proved a point. Ain't nobody slaying the dragon. He came out there and he beat the shit. Not the cowboy shit, but he beat the shit out of Colt Cabana to the point where he knocked his tooth out. And the tooth was laying in the ring. So when they came back after he beat him, made him submit or pass out. I think he passed out. After he did that, he just rolled his body out of the ring. Dark Order carried him back to the back, and then Tony Schiavone got into the ring to do an interview. And during the picture-in-picture ad break, you can see him squatting down, and he's looking down. He's looking down, and when the camera comes back to him, he's like, and he looks down again, and the camera zooms in. I'm like, it's a fucking tooth. He knocked out his tooth and is laughing at it.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, Julian, shout out to you for getting the address to Brittany Baker DMD, the dentist
Down in Florida.
in Florida.
It's legit, folks. She's got a real practice. It's
Well,
a show.
I remember when she was on the Indies and she was wrestling and she was going to wrestling and going to school for dentistry all at the same time. That right there is why she's a fucking star.
Well, I guess she can Colt Cabana tonight.
Oh man, Colt Cabana, yeah, she got some business from Colt. God, it was just crazy, man. Like it was crazy. It was just crazy. But then he says, I'm here because I understand that there's a Dark Order member or two or three that are going to be in, where we are next week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to beat their ass too. Like he's here to wrestle. The WWE wouldn't let Bryan Danielson wrestle. They barely let Daniel Bryan wrestle. So Bryan Danielson is back to the old New Japan Pro Wrestling style.
Yeah.
The American Dragon. And he is whooping that ass. So he says, and I quote, I'm going to destroy all the Dark Order, and then I'm going to come after you, Hangman Page. And right on cue, here come Hangman Page down the ring. Now last week Hangman was in street clothes because it was the Hangman Page celebration. He just became the world champion.
He was chilling. He was still celebrating.
Yeah, he was like, I'm over here chilling with some cowboy shit. This week, he came down. I get these messages, right, when I'm on the podcast, and this person knows I'm on the podcast, and they send me funny things to make me crack up during the podcast. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. You're not gonna break me. Just so you know, it ain't gonna work. Okay, that question, that right there kind of made me chuckle a little bit. But Adam Page comes down, gets in the ring, and he says, "Hey, we're in Chicago. We can go for a title match right now.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, let's go." And Bryan Danielson says, "Well, I just had a match. So I'm not gonna go and do any of this bullshit. And Paige was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you the first shot, and sticks his face out. And Bryan Danielson slapped the shit out of him and tried to run, and then they just start brawling. Like I said, gang warfare, wrestling, people fighting these days. It's a fight. It's a fight.
So here we go. I mean, we're going to build up to this match. Bryan Danielson is going to fight everyone else in the Dark Order, and when Hangman Page beats him, that's going to be like his first overcome hurdle to cementing his legacy as a long-term champion. In fact, this might be like one of two, one of three.
It was great. It was great.
It has to be a trilogy.
And here's the thing, Bryan Danielson plays a good chicken shit heel because they were brawling, and I think he dipped out, and then Paige threw him back in, and Bryan Danielson turned around just as Paige was about to hit the buckshot lariat, and he rolled out and fucking left.
Correct.
That right there is great storytelling. That right there is great. A great way to further the storyline and to build on it, unlike what happened last Sunday. To build on an event that people are going to want to watch. That's probably going to happen at Battle of the Belts.
Speaking of building storylines, we had Dante Martin go to the dark side.
Oh, okay, now look. Before, me and Alex Pulowski from Saw Graps from Fightful Select, we were on Twitter and we were going back and forth about this, and we both he's like, Alex was excited. He's like, dude, I want to see Dante Martin versus Ricky Starks, but you might get Dante Martin versus Lio Rush. This is my prediction, and as we both know, Julian, I'm the king of predictions. I'm the Maharaja.
Go over the prediction.
I'm the principal of predictions, the prophet champion of predictions. I predict that when Dante Martin signed that contract, it wasn't a contract to team with Team Taz. It was for him and Leo to fight Team Taz. Because if you think about it, they didn't even look at the fucking contract. Taz just grabbed it and was like, and that was it. And Dante was just like Ricky Starks was like, hey man, you want some chips? And Dante looked at him, took a chip, stepped over the table, and just walked away. And Leo was like, and if you looked at Leo, he was like, I think Lio Rush is one of the smartest men in fucking wrestling right now. And for them to have Dante Martin get this huge, build him up as a super big face to make him like this Superman, this superhero, this comic book character, where everyone loves this kid, right? So I don't think that they're doing that just to put Dante Martin into Team Taz to bury him, because when you're a Team Taz, your fucking life is over.
Correct. So my entire take on this was, at some point, of course, Dante Martin is going to turn on Team Taz in favor of helping out Lio Rush. And I just imagine Taz saying, we have a contract, blah, blah, blah. And Lio Rush saying, read the contract. And then he reads the contract and he sees that the contract is signed by D's Nuts. Why that came to mind, I don't know. But and then him and Dante Martin going, got him.
Yeah, I see that happening. I see it as being like the big, and I kept saying, I see it as being a swerve. I see it as being a
Lio
swerve.
Rush is supposed to be this financial advisor and smartest man and savvy and all this. So it's got to be that. It's
got to be. And honestly, I think that it's a big swerve.
And he signed way too fast. It would bring the angle to conclusion way too fast.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's okay. Tony Khan is a fucking genius. He's not like Vince. He's not gonna be like, listen, hey pal, let's do a storyline about an egg. Let's start this storyline 30 minutes into a pay-per-view on Sunday and culminate 15 minutes into Raw on Monday, and let's just have all these people talking about the egg on Twitter, the Twitter machine, and on Friendster, and on MySpace, and all these other cool places that they go. Let's do that. Tony Khan's not about that shit. Tony Khan's like, let's play some head games with some of these fans. Let's Dave Bautista their ass. Give them what they want. Because after we give them what they want, guess what?
Give me what I want.
They ain't gonna even know that they wanted what we gave them. They're gonna be like, oh shit, you gave us that? Wow. And Tony Khan said on a media call the other day that when they talked about the releases and Hit Row came up, Tony didn't say he wasn't looking at bringing anybody from Hit Row, but Tony kind of said something like, well, I'm looking at some people. Shane Taylor, my boy Shane Taylor Promotions. He said himself, the STP can, if you watch the BodySlam.net presents the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast special interview with Shane Taylor, the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champion, the belt collector in his own right. If you watch that promo, if you watch that exclusive interview I did, about 31 minutes, 32 minutes, just a conversation between two dudes, if you watch that, very insightful about the things that happen at Ring of Honor, the things that happen on the Indies, how his promotion has been built up. The guy does a whole lot of great things. And you can go right now to BodySlam.net on YouTube, this channel right here. You can look that up. I say give it a listen, because you never know. It sounds like some Hit Row might be joining STP. It also sounds like a certain Bearcat might return to the Pretty Boy Killers.
Yeah, Pretty Boy Killers.
Just saying, if y'all know the Pretty Boy Killers, y'all better Google that shit, because it was two badass dudes. Anyway, going back to AEW tonight, that segment was actually pretty good. Tony Khan is smart. He knows how to position things to where fans want to see more. So let's just, in a phrase that's commonly referred to in professional wrestling that no one likes, but in this case you can actually say it. Let's let it play out.
let it play out. Let everything happen the way they're supposed to. Let the long form storytelling take its long form and let it tell itself.
In a phrase, let it play out.
Let's see how this goes. Like, I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can coexist.
I mean, at the same time, we're getting these long stories here on AEW, and Vince just gets like a couple million for this egg promotion from Netflix. So, hey, people do what they got to do, man. Do what they got.
That was egg-tastic. It was probably exhausting in extenuating circumstances.
But it was not excellent.
It was not excellent either. And it certainly was not exciting. Anyway, it was egg-compassing. Enough egg puns, because it was not exciting. So yeah, let's get to the next match before we go to a commercial break. Let's get to the next match.
We have Thunder Rosa and Jamie Hayter.
Now I love me some Jamie Hayter. Like I said, on
this
Twitter,
was kind of a throwback to the pay-per-view. And last time they were in tag teams, now they're in singles competition. Thunder Rosa had her bye in the competition, and now she had to wait for Jamie Hayter to get her match won. And so, here they go. They're in the this is the quarterfinals match for the That Bitch Show Championship title.
Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Look, here's the deal. Jamie Hayter, I said on Twitter, she is the prototype of a woman's professional wrestler.
But didn't she come in stirring up the pot?
No, she didn't. No. She didn't even like that kind of cake. No. She had cake, but it wasn't red velvet.
Yeah.
Okay. She came to the ring, and she did her thing. This match I love Thunder Rosa too, by the way. Shout out to Thunder Rosa. Shout out to the girls at Mission Pro Wrestling too. Remember how earlier in our show we were talking about people taking the guardrail head first?
Or head of the guardrail, whatever you want to call it.
Shit. Thunder Rosa was grabbing Jamie Hayter and just tossing her head
So,
first into the thing.
I was going to say, Jamie Hayter had this match in the bag until it went outside the ring, and Thunder Rosa just started abusing the shit out of her.
She started Bobby Lashley, and I was like, "Damn, it's Thunder!" I was like, "Damn, Thunder is Jamie a kid? You just got beat her ass."
Oh yeah,
it was pretty bad. But I will say this, and you know what? I said it on Twitter. I'll say it right here on the show. Don't at me, bro. But this match was better than motherfucking Charlotte and Becky Lynch. I said it. I said it right here on BodySlam.net on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. I said it, your boy, the franchise. These are not look. These are not.
Hey, that's saying a lot because you were digging that match while it was going on.
I was, because it was a straight fight. It was a straight fight. Like they were hair pulling, tossing shit around.
Match. It
was a fight. But like Shane said right here, that's facts. Facts. This match right here, Thunder Rosa, Jamie Hayter, better than fucking WWE's champion versus champion, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte. I'm sorry, it was way better. It lasted longer too, and it was more exciting. This is what women's match should be like. That match was so fucking good. I was on the edge of my seat, like, who's gonna win? And I just gotta say,
and Thunder Rosa beat her not once but twice.
Yeah, and I just gotta say, Britt Baker, I love you. She was wearing the same pair of Jordans I have in my closet right now. We are now twinsies. Yes, I said it right here on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I said it. I love Britt Baker. Her shoe game is on point. We twinsies. We got the red and black Jordans. Oh, they look so good too. Only problem I had with her wearing the Jordans is that she super kicked Jamie Hayter in the face.
Oh.
Costing Jamie the match.
Sure did.
So advancing to the what is it? The Bitch Show Championship?
Bitch Show Championship.
That's so derogatory towards women, man. The way I don't like it. I don't like it. The TBS Championship, the Turner Broadcasting Station. That's what it is. The Superstation, TBS. She named it the Superstation title. It's better than the fucking Digital Media Championship, but we ain't gonna go there.
Hey man, throw the Digital Media Championship.
Digital Media Championship.
You can win on
is it gonna be the LinkedIn Championship next?
I told you,
Friendster title.
If
the
they
MySpace Championship.
If they booked it correctly, it would be like the Hardcore Championship, except you can only win it when you're getting pinned and someone's videoing you on like TikTok or YouTube.
It's gonna be the TikTok, it's gonna be the TikTok, the fucking Periscope, Twitter, the Tinder, the Bumble, the fucking Meet Me, the what other fucking the farmers.com fucking championship. You don't have to be lonely at farmers.com. You know, that kind of shit. Like, that title is stupid. I'm sorry. It just is. It's not. It's stupid. But, you know, Shane said it best. The fucking AOL dial-up title. We all had AOL. Y'all know it.
Everybody had the coaster.
Everybody had that.
Mom, hang up the phone.
Mom, get off the phone. I'm on the party line. It's gonna be the party line championship. Anyway, that match was awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and give that match like a fucking 9 stars, man. It was great. 9 out of 10. It was good. And Tony Khan is building that women's division. And now with some of these women that are with Ring of Honor, like Roxy, the Ring of Honor Women's Champion, dude, Tony, you got heat now, brother. Get those women. Get those women, get the women of honor and look, do the thing. Do the thing, Tony. Tony.
Do the damn thing.
Tony, come close. Listen, Tony. Listen.
Do the damn thing.
Do it, Tony. Get these women. Build a brand.
If you build it, they will come.
There it is. There it is. If you build it, they will come. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
all the ladies,
Whoa. Hold on now. We ain't that kind of podcast.
It'd be like ladies' night, you know?
I like having ladies' night. And with that
Ladies
being
ain't
said,
free before 9 o'clock.
wow, we'll be right back with more of the Roundtable Person podcast
All right.
after this.
Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these
When you want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Great futures do start at the Boys and Girls Club, and we are right back. So, like I was saying earlier, before we got into the whole thing, this Saturday live at the Holocene, BCW Worldwide presents Go Stuff Yourself. It is a pay-per-view event Saturday, November 27th, live from the Holocene, 1001 Southeast Morrison. Doors open at 3:30. Bell time is at 4 o'clock. And you know what? You can get your tickets right there on Eventbrite.com, ladies and gentlemen. Eventbrite.com/BCW Worldwide presents Go Stuff Yourself. And you know, if you want to help the guys here, if you want to help us on this Thanksgiving Eve, the night before Turkey Day, if you want to help your boys and girls out here at BodySlam.net, you can do that by going to www.slamchats.com to support the boys and girls here at BodySlam.net. That is www.slamchats.com.
I got kids.
Man, you sound like Heath Slater over there. I got kids. I got kids too. And I got kids. They want me to buy them cars. They want to do all this stuff. The only way I can help you do that, ladies and gentlemen, is help me out by going to slamchats.com to support your boys and girls here at bodyslam.net. We produce so much content every day. Jay Shell, she is the hardest working woman in all of sports infotainment. Sorry, Denise Salcedo. She is over here and she is smashing it out. She's been on the staff for like 3 weeks. And she's already got 50 plus articles on the bodyslam.net website. That is www.bodyslam.net. You can go ahead and find all types of real cool stuff there. You can get all your pro wrestling needs, news, gossip, behind the scenes stuff, news breaking daily,
Opinion, results,
man,
innuendo.
everything. Bodyslam.net, ladies and gentlemen. www.bodyslam.net. So,
and MMA.
Man, they got everything. MMA, the Maharaja of MMA, the
Professor of Pugilistics.
What do we call him? The Fijian, the Fijian tribal chief.
The Fijian Phenom.
Adam Woods.
The philosopher of fisticuffs. The Maharaja of MMA.
The man that I acknowledge as my tribal chief. Adam, according to Woods, is now part of the BodySlam.net group. And he is churning them out, man. I mean, this guy is already like 200 episodes in. Man, crazy. So let's go to the next match, man. Let's talk about the next match because this show, honestly, I was like, shit, the main event already? Like it wasn't like a Monday night where I was like banging my head against the wall, like, oh man, That's 3 hours of my life I'll never get back.
Man, so that first segment with MJF and CM Punk didn't seem that long, but it did eat up a good 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. But it was a good 20
So that
minutes.
was a good chunk of show. And I think it may have caused your Bryan Danielson match to go a little bit short.
Well, let me put it this way. Their match was short and it was great.
It was
The
short.
promo time was so good. It's like going to Olive Garden. And when you sit down at
With
Olive
Virgil?
Garden, no, never with Virgil.
They
Never
got all
with
the
Virgil.
all the breadsticks and all the salad.
It's like you sit down and they bring you that nice warm bowl, that warm basket of breadsticks, and you're sitting across the table from the girl, and you're just like, "Hey, how you doing?" And she's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And you're like, "You want that breadstick?" And she's like, "Well, I kind of want a salad." And then you come back and you say, "Can I get a salad?" And you get that salad. And before you know it, boom, your main course is already there. You're like, "Oh shit, I just got the fucking salad." You see what I'm saying? A good time is had. Just like that. That's what an AEW show is like. AEW is a good time. The WWE is like an abusive relationship.
It's 3 hours.
It's like getting
3
beat.
hours.
It's like getting beat for 2 hours and 59 minutes. And that 1 minute reprieve, you're like, finally it's over.
Monday Night Raw has become the equivalent of your girl saying, "We need to talk."
Oh, shit. The dreaded words that no man ever wants to hear in a relationship. We need to talk.
It's become the equivalent of hearing family meeting.
Oh, my God. Or John Laurinaitis wants to talk to you.
Hey, but remember, if you don't answer the phone,
You keep your job. You motherfuckers call me. I'm not answering the phone. Don't send me no text. I'll be like, I never got it.
Mm-hmm.
Emails, my AOL
Turn your
don't
phone
work.
off. Disconnect your service.
I'll be like, look, my net zero don't work. I ain't got
But my Cricket Wireless, man.
my dial up don't work. My rotary phone in the house don't work. Sorry. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get to this next match, man. Let's go ahead and just dial it in.
Malachi Black and FTR and Andrade El Idolo versus Cody Rhodes, that bastard Pack, and Lucha Bros.
That's PAC, not PAC.
So I just need to skip to the end, just real quick.
Oh no! Before you do that, let's talk about Cody throwing his belt into the crowd, and they threw it back.
We're right back.
Cody is a fucking look, ladies and gentlemen. I don't
Take
know what
that
Cody
shit.
did to people. I don't know why people hate him so more. He's so angry. But like,
Bro, so
they
I told
announced
you.
the Lucha Bros. They announced Death Triangle. They came out to this huge pop.
Yep.
And then Cody came out to more pyro than the whole fucking show. It was like WrestleMania at SoFi Stadium.
Yeah.
Okay, remember WrestleMania in Seattle when they had the fireworks go across the top of the fucking?
Yeah.
It was like that. I was like, damn, Cody, that's got to be like $20,000 worth of pyro.
It was a gang of pyro.
Just for you.
Man, I told you, the movie theater, when Cody came out, he was getting booed by more than half the crowd.
Yeah, that's how it was here.
So it's growing.
That reminded me of ECW One Night Stand in 06. Yep.
And also what we forgot to mention here is MJF is also sowing the seeds that Eddie Kingston did about CM Punk, about coming to help the younger talent.
Oh yeah.
And that's also starting to grow. And then you had Bryan Danielson, being the evil vegan dude, trying to get people to get off his lawn so he can grow his carrots and his eggplants and his cucumbers. So,
it's after 9 o'clock. It's Roundtable Pro. It's a podcast after dark, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the after dark version of the podcast.
So, here you have Cody coming out, and look, it's Cody Rhodes. Oh, and he's got his reality show, and oh, he's the grandson of a plumber, and oh, he's the son of Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, and oh, he's got a scary all-American skull tattooed on his neck. Oh, he's the brother of Gold Dust, and oh, He played Stardust, who's like running across the stage and shit. And he played the best gimmick actually is when he had the broken nose, which is fine.
Yeah.
But now he's coming out looking like Homelander. And like
I've been saying that this whole time.
AEW, like he looks like if for you guys who used to watch Dexter's Laboratory, he used to watch this cartoon called The Justice Friends.
Oh my God, you're right.
There's a character called Major Liberty.
Yep.
That is who Cody looks like.
You know what Cody looks like to me? He reminds me of a superhero version of Johnny Bravo.
So I really think in storyline or comic book terms, Cody Rhodes is more U.S. agent than Captain America.
Wow. I see that.
Yeah.
I actually see that.
And his wife ain't helping because,
well,
she's not helping.
Yeah, we'll leave that alone.
So anyway, so skipping the end of the match, Andrade hit the sickest.
Yes.
I mean the fucking sickest DDT. And I tell you, he hooked Pac's arm, he hooked his leg, and he put the drive in pile drive when he drove his head. DDT stands for drop dead twice.
Mm-hmm.
Popeye cartoon reference. He stuck him hard.
He killed him.
Man, I was like, wow. It brought me back to when the first time I saw Raven do a good
even flow
DDT. Oh, I used to love when he used to do the old school even flow DDTs before he started calling it the Raven effect. No, even flow DDT. Oh my God, fantastic! What Andrade did here, this right here, oh man,
just death.
This was beautiful. This is the kind of move that you want to see in a video game, and you want to put in the cheat code so that you can keep on picking someone up and just keep doing it and over and over and over. Just keep spinning a little toggle switch to bring up the special, so you can just keep on hitting it over and over. It was beautiful. Did I mention that I liked the movie? Yeah, it looked beautiful.
Look, I'm gonna tell you. I've seen some devastating moves in my entire career, but Jesus Christ, I don't know if he slipped. I don't know if Cody fucking pissed him off. I don't know if he's mad because Charlotte stopped following him on Twitter. I don't know. It was bad. It was
your fault she's not following me on Twitter.
It was BADD bad. I was like, Jesus Christ. Dropped him on his head and 1, 2, 3. The heels won the match.
But do you see the way that he hooked the arms and then hooked the leg?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
It's beautiful.
But let me tell you the most exciting moment in this match for me, other than Mikey Ruckus's fucking new intro for FTR coming out with the Midnight Express remix. Oh yeah, that was sexy. I sent Mikey Ruckus to Twitter. I'm like, bro, damn, bro, goddamn you for this. It was so fire. But let me tell you. The moment for me was when Arn Anderson got in the ring. Tully Blanchard got in the ring. And Tully took off his jacket like, let's go. Like, let's go. And then Andrade's lackey, Jose, got in the ring. And they both looked and they fucking busted him upside his head. And out of nowhere, Alex Abernathy just grabbed him and tossed him over the fucking guardrail. And I was like, what's going on here? Gang warfare. Gang warfare. Look, it was amazing. And that was your main event. And it went by so fast to where I was like, is the show over? Like, wow. And it just showed the heels celebrating. But the reason why they won is because Cody, with his errant super kick, kicked Pac. And then Andrade rushed at Pac, and Pac gave him the sickest sickest overhead throw into the turnbuckles, and I thought he broke his neck. I was like, someone get a stretcher. Andrade's dead. Please.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It was this by far, ladies and gentlemen, was one of the most amazing AEW events, period.
Yeah, Malachi Black even had the chance to hit the black mist.
Yeah, that black mist.
Now
was-
there's three
was
types
fire,
of
too.
mist, people. There's red mist that burns, green mist that blinds, and black mist that gives you a DDT.
What does Sierra Mist do, though?
Gives you the runs.
Figures. It's probably why you have to go use the bathroom. Nice, okay. Anyway, look.
Mix with gin. You'll be all right.
Look. So earlier on Twitter, I decided to do this poll. And the
You did a
reason why,
poll on Twitter.
yeah, the reason why I did this poll is because you have heavyweight championships, you have cruiserweight championships, and on a show that happened yesterday, I'm not even going to name the show. That's how angry I was. You have a 350-pound guy challenging for the cruiserweight championship. That is a 220-pound. I mean, I'm sorry, a 205-pound limit.
You know why?
So I just asked, I just asked. I said, so should we just do away with weight limits? And a landslide, 97.5% said do away with the weight limits. Crazy. right?
So you're trying to tell me that Braun Strowman could be your cruiserweight champion?
Hey, I'm not trying to tell
So
you
this
nothing.
this really could be more a testament to people saying, if you're not going to follow the rules, then why even have rules? It's like saying,
There it is.
if you're having a loser leaves town match, well, I mean, God, they never say for how long. They didn't say, it's like having retirement matches and people come back. I mean, how many times has Ric Flair lost a retirement match? So it's wrestling. Come on.
And I do gotta say this. Marie Shadows, she posted on Twitter 21 minutes ago. This was interesting. Aside from the incident, can AEW please tell Aubrey to stop moving so much in the ring? What officiating does, she needs to do is simply just a wrist lock. She needs to just say it's a wrist lock. She needs to count to 3, 1, 2, 3. She doesn't need to be so fucking animated. Once again, Aubrey Edwards is trying to steal the heat from the match. She's a referee with her own fucking t-shirt line on ProWrestlingTees.com.
Yes, she got a merch.
It's stupid. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Merch.
I'm sick of it.
She's got merch.
I don't understand. Anyway, enough with that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us as usual here on Monday nights. I cannot tell you how important it is for you people, and I don't mean you people.
You people.
I mean, hey, Brian Danielson did a you people poll. I mean, he was like, if it wasn't for you people, and I was like, wow. Dang it, I said it on Twitter. Brian Danielson just did a you people fucking promo. Like, I was like, whoa, you people. What do you mean, you people? You non-vegan people is probably what he meant. Thanksgiving is tomorrow. So, Julian, I would like for you to do me a favor.
Yes.
Tell the fans of BodySlam.net, the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, 3 things that you are so thankful for.
Man, let me tell you what I'm thankful for. Number 1, I am thankful for 2 healthy, happy, successful, educated, grown children. Both in college, doing well adjusted, and doing well in life. Number 1, that's first and foremost what I'm thankful for. Number 2, I'm thankful for the beautiful woman of my life, Miss Shayla Brown, who has brought me more love and content and just wonderfulness and everything else into my life in the last 4.5 years that I could have ever asked for, and more than I can have ever asked for in a woman. And number 3, I am thankful for just my God-given natural talent to amuse myself and just keep my head above it all. And whether it's from watching wrestling or Star Trek or reading comics, whatever it is, man, just my just built-in coping mechanisms and just what keeps me going from day to day, because shit, it seems to be working pretty damn well.
I dig that. I totally dig that 1,000%. I am thankful for, and let me start by saying this. It's been a really rough time, for people who deal with depression. Like around this time, it gets really bad. I lost my mom, and once I lost my mom, I kind of shut down, and I'm learning how to live a little, because when my mom died, I died with her. That's the simple truth. And wrestling has been like 90% of my life. I'm 47 years old, and I've been a professional wrestler for 29 years. That's a long fucking time. And it kept me above water. It kept me sane, so I'm grateful for the people in my life that love me, the ones that stick by me no matter what. Sometimes I go a little off the rails. Sometimes I get a little closed off, and those that love me don't let me do that. I'm grateful for everyone that has stood by me through thick and thin. And you know who you are. I'm not going to put you on blast because stalkers. But you know who you are. I'm also thankful for the people who come every week to watch this podcast. The ones that are on Twitter, the ones that are on Facebook, the ones that are on Instagram, the ones that are on YouTube. I'm thankful for the BodySlam.net crew, Cassidy Haynes. I'm thankful for you, Adam Woods, Tony DeBurns. I'm thankful for BCW Worldwide. All the people that listen to this podcast week after week after week. I'm even thankful for Shane.
Thank you, Shane.
Yeah, thank you, Shane. I give Shane a lot of shit, ladies and gentlemen, but Shane's a good dude. I'm just thankful I'm thankful for a lot of things, and Thanksgiving has always been a family event. My grandmother loved it. My mom, I remember that, they would sit up days and nights for days. Like my mom and my grandmother was cooking 2 days for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And I was like, damn, Jack, can you fucking sleep? I've been up for like 2 days.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. And that kind of like that really helps me out. And I'm thankful for the undefeated Kate Hensler. I gotta say that, because she provides me with so much comic relief. She's one of the funniest people around. I'm thankful for the wrestling industry in general, both good and bad. Because if it wasn't for the good and bad, we wouldn't have this podcast. We wouldn't be talking to people. Like it's humbling. It's humbling for me to look at the analytics after a podcast and see people literally all around the world not only watching this podcast on our various stations, but Spotify, Google, Anchor, Amazon Radio, Amazon, Pandora, iHeart Radio. Like these are like legit like worldwide radio stations. Mm-hmm. You got guys in Pakistan and in Bangladesh and in Qatar. You got guys on military base, watching this podcast. And the ones that are on Twitter, the ones that are on, literally someone hacked my Twitter yesterday. And it took me a couple hours to get it back. But the fact that some asshole in Texas hacked my Twitter, obviously we're doing something right. Yeah. I want to be part of it. So that's the good.
Too high profile, man. Too high profile.
Man, like you said, I got my heat back. But I'm thankful for my kids. My kids keep me grounded. Like I said, the people who love me, the ones that I love, thank you, because sometimes when I don't love myself, you guys grant me that serenity, that peace. And you, the fans that watch this show, like I said, every week around the world, thank you. You have no idea how humbling it is to know that people are watching. You know, people are listening to us, and me and Julian come on here and we ramble and we talk shit. We have fun. You know, we have guest hosts that come in, we talk shit, we have fun, and that's what a podcast is supposed to be. We're not always serious. We don't try to be too analytical. We have fun at what we do. So, ladies and gentlemen, do me this favor before we get off of here. I want you guys to literally, if you have a parent, a son, a daughter, a brother, sister. Today's my sister's birthday. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to my brother too. I love him too. If you have someone significant in your life, don't let a day go by without telling them you love them. Don't go to bed angry. You can be frustrated. I tell people all the time, I love you, but I ain't gotta like you. That's just it, you know. And someone told me something the other day, and it struck a chord with me as I sat in the airport. I can be mad at you now, but it's only for a minute. It's only for a few.
Correct.
You know, Thanksgiving is for you to be thankful for the things that you have in your life. Some people don't have those things, so be thankful for what you have.
Give them their flowers now.
Yep. If you got a girlfriend or a boyfriend, a husband or a wife that you're at odds with right now, or you're a little upset with, or if there's someone that just needs a hug or a conversation, or someone who's having, someone who's down on themselves, be their bright, shining light, lift them up. Don't tear them down, because you never know, like, the kindest thing that you can say to someone.
You never know what kind of day someone's having.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Exactly true.
Just remember, people. Always remember this. For you to be unkind to somebody, if it's actually going to take time out of your day, why bother?
Facts.
However, if you're going to be kind to somebody, take all the time you got.
Yeah. You never know. 10 seconds, 2 minutes, a year, a week, a month, an hour. You never know. That can mean the world to some people.
How you're doing, or I hope you're doing well, or hey, I'll just call to check on you because you crossed my mind.
Exactly.
Can be just the brightest light in somebody's day.
And I'll tell you this, ladies and gentlemen.
You just don't know.
It takes 30 seconds to reply to a text.
Facts.
No one is that fucking busy where you can't say, hey, I'm busy. You never know. That text might save someone's life. This weekend, stay home, stay safe. Please love one another, because that's what we do. So, With that being said, Julian, would you tell these amazing people where they can watch us every week?
Ladies and gentlemen, oh man, once again, you hear this from me several times a week, but I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to keep on saying it. If you're in the Portland, Oregon area in the great Northwest, and it's a Monday, you should tune in to Channel 22 on Xfinity TV or Channel 8002 on CenturyLink TV. On Tuesdays at 9:30 p.m., tune in to Channel 23 Xfinity TV and Channel 8003 on CenturyLink TV. Or if it's a Wednesday, make it 9:30 p.m. and tune in to Channel 11 on both Xfinity TV and CenturyLink TV.
Man, and like I said, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be cool, you're one of the cool kids, those cool kids, you can go ahead and support this channel. You can go to www.slamchats.com to support the boys and girls that work here at bodyslam.net, because guess what? We got families to feed too. It's Thanksgiving. Let's do it.
You know what we do to people that want to be cool?
We spit in the face of people that want to be cool. That's so wrong. That is so wrong. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to check us out when you're driving around town, you're doing your thing, but you can't be looking at your screen in your car because that'll get you in trouble.
Distracted.
You can just check us out on Google Podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and all those cool major podcast platforms, because we are literally everywhere. And I'm talking about everywhere. Like I was like, damn, We there too? Are you kidding me?
We're there
You know
too.
what? For all your pro wrestling needs, you go to bodyslam.net. For all your wrestling needs, opinions, editorials, news stories, breaking news. Cassidy Haynes was the man who broke the news about Daniel Bryan Danielson. Yeah, all that. And look, here's something cool, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the coolest things you'll ever do for me. Go check out BCW Worldwide presents Good Stuff Yourself live on pay-per-view Saturday, November 27th. That is this coming Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. 3 days away. Oh my God, 3 days away. It's going to be live at the Holocene, downtown Portland at 1001 Southeast Morrison Street. Doors open at 3:30. Bell time is at 4 p.m. And check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Tickets are on sale at eventbrite.com/BCW Worldwide presents Go Stuff Yourself. It is a 21 over show. You need a vaccination card and our current vaccination test, our current negative test in the last 24 or 48 hours. Also, the best thing that I can tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not in Portland and you still want to check the show out, man, it's real simple. All you gotta do is go to YouTube, go to Twitter. Go to your Yahoo, your AOL, your MySpace, your MSN, your whatever it is, and go type in BCW Booker. That is BCWBOOKER at gmail.com. Find out how you can get the link, the special link, so you can watch this show live. It is going to be off the chain, off the hook, off the shizzle, for shizzle, all that cool shit. Man, it ain't going to be on TikTok. It ain't going to be on none of other places. It's going to be on the BCW Worldwide's exclusive link. So, ladies and gentlemen, go get that shit. I'm telling you, it is about to
go
be
stuff
awesome.
yourself.
Man, if you like, man, look.
Do we get the Rat King?
Wow, man, the Rat King. You know, so here's a little sneak peek. You know, the Rat King challenged Draven Vargas. And Draven Vargas said that he's not the man the Rat King thinks he is.
Is Draven still around? Last time we saw him, he had a mouthful of thumbtacks.
That was crazy. But they're facing off against these guys right here.
BCW. Saturday.
The 27th.
This Saturday. Like in a few days. Holocene. You can get your tickets online, which I highly recommend.
Get them online. If you don't, you may not get them.
And what time's the show?
4 p.m.
5 p.m.?
4 p.m.
4 p.m.
Some places say 5, but it's really
4 p.m.
Those are the BCW Worldwide Tag Team Champions, the Natural Born Outlaws, me, Matt Traeger, and the man that even Chuck Norris is scared of, the one, the only Lone Star.
Who's in the bottle?
I refuse to answer that on the grounds that it might incriminate some people. I will say, Sheamus, Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, all right.
Storyline from 2020.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I will say someone is going to drink that bottle. Anyway,
someone put it in Steve Ringle's tea. I gotcha.
Oh, wow! You just dated yourself there, buddy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. We hope you had a great time, and we hope to see you guys on Friday when we come back with the Rampage review. Because I don't think I want to do SmackDown.
It's gonna be a Thanksgiving tradition.
Wow, that was the Survivor Series. Later.